channel of official Ero races. This is the San Marino Grand Prix, and I'm going to do something a little bit different that hasn't been hammered on Ero YouTube channel. I am going to do a gentle lap around Imola. A nice little lap tour. I don't bite, because I'm going to use default settings so I can just give you a nice experience around the track. How I use the default setup, so I can show you what I can do. Alright, let's start up our lap. If you're new here, just welcome. You're welcome. This is how I can show everyone how San Marino Grand Prix is shaped. Getting prepped up for that good, of course it's slow. Just the few corners. If you don't follow that, you're lapping like you did, but it doesn't matter, it's just a reference lap. DLS straight towards lane, towards turn on. One of the nicest and the most difficult parts of the circuit, heading towards turns 1 and 2. I could go 5th gear through here, get more speed out of it. Then heading towards turns 3 and 4. Go a little bit more quick in qualifying. Heading towards a little back straight and then towards a nice flat left hand there. One of the quickest corners in the circuit. Just plenty of car like that. Take right down towards one of the most hardest corners in the track. It's hard to perfect it if you want a controller. And towards now. Towards a very stiff right hand left hander. Power it down towards what could have been a DRS, but the racers can't be bothered to put it down. And towards the final few corners filled on last time for installation. Oh, there we go. And that's the lap of San Marino. And this is just a nice little experiment I might do for those again next week for Saudi Arabia. But the focus is not just on that, it's for the actual race. This nice installation lap for you guys to get sorted around. I'm quite a touchy person today. We do now is wait for the lobby host of Philly, if I can remember, to send an invite so I can hop into the lobby and spectate it, so I can do some commentary on it. I can't do commentary when there's no lobby. The lap isn't one of the cleanest, but it's a good lap overall. Do now just wait. So how are you guys' weeks going? How did your guys' race go in PSF3, 4, 5 and PCF3 and F4? Chaotic? This is Matthew Wrightson. Some people might call me on Discord Matthew Roxas, but you know, sometimes I could be a bit daft. Sometimes. And I'm a very happy person to play with. This is not an opinion, it's a true fact. Now we're going to wait for the host to start the lobby. Oh, oh there. Gonna hop it in real quick. Right, we're back on it now. The San Marino Grand Prix. There we go, spectator mode activated, now we wait for 32 cute little laps around San Marino track of Imola. Anyway, let's check the comments on our YouTube page. It's not the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, it's the San Marino Grand Prix. Alright, but I'm just watching random stuff, sorry about that. So we've got 4 people in, about 5 people in. We've got Scarebex, Philly, Watchabell, Emma and Woody. Hopefully this time around we don't have any internet connection fatalities. People are now building up, which is nice to see. And don't forget, this is going to be a nice little long stream as well. We're going to have post-race interviews on the PlayStation Party app as well for the top 3 who finished the race. They can join on PlayStation, obviously. If so, that's fantastic. Sorry for roughly 13 to more people. And he's and John Cottering in the lobby now. Hamdon is quickly running to find a setup from Yana up here, I think. Alright, I'll just get a nice little sip of my drink up is what we want. Okay, that's a nice sip of my lovely little drink. So, how is school feeling up for everyone? I'd like to ask a question of the day. For everything in the chat, welcome to the Ero stream. So feel free to have a little chat with the little commentator. I don't do it bites. So we got, let's have a look. We've got both of Ferraris in, no Mercedes. Both the Williams are in, Alfa Romeo in, and Alpine in. Okay. Yeah, we've got Harbour Lobby in. I've got some substitutes coming in now to fill in the grid. We will. In PS2 trials, things are going a little bit hectic, but it's going to be alright, I suppose. Anyway, we're starting a bus in this qualification. We'll start presumably exactly nearly 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Precisely. Fresh 7 flights in, checking like F1 up. Nice stop from Philly there. Got 32 laps. Let's if you're new to the Ero stream, give us a like and give us a subscribe as well. It really helps us out. The person who's leading of the Ero chairman CEO is Wojciech Smolski. So I don't understand Polish names too well. We're looking in the lobby now. We're Leave now. It's in the lobby. Who had muertos? Let me see how had that spin. And it has been sent to Tail Smith and Bob Vanderbeer. Missing 2 to 3 people. Bob Vanderbeer is in the lobby now. Neil's campaign possibly joining. We've got 16 people at the most, which is a nice number. Sussy. Neil's isn't racing. Oh, sorry about that. Here's my nice drink, making me feel a bit too nice. Got 16 people, which is a nice number. They're now sobbing to the house. Big and everything, in fact. 16 people's a nice number. We could have a bit more Johnny in. Anyway, this race should have started, but we might be waiting on a few people. Just messages. Now, why do I want to access my Bitcoin stuff? I'm not doing Bitcoin race. I'm doing spectating. I'm doing commentating, of course. I have a full-time hobby. I'll just spend all that in there. Blood. Oh, just 17 now. Who's the new players that join? Got Dawaluto. I guess it's Darius. Oh. Right, we're ready. We're going now. We're going now. Session is about to start. There's 17 hopeful contestants. Where's the other 3? That's a good question. John Goffrey. Or also known as Crystal in the game. Our compatriot is streaming PC F2, which is nice to see. There we go, starting 10 seconds. And we are loading into the qualifying session. Starting in precisely 22 seconds time. Oh. Alright, we're loading into the session. A quite brisk cloudy day. Mainly with some rain. It's beautiful. In the track. It looks in an incorrect way, but it's alright. Enabled. This. Okay, let's now wait for something to see Williams leading already. Looks like the Williams of Ellie Snooker. Followed by MA. For some reason I can't even change the camera. Ellie Snooker, MA on their own laps. The Alfa Romeo leaving the pits. I guess it's live. Yep, it is. But he's still in the pits. And what any snooker, the current PSF1 driver is going down for PSF2 for today. Trying to bleed the brakes as much as they can so they can gain some tyre temperature. And there's now any snooker heading towards the final few corners now to start their first flying lap. I should have turned it, yeah, it's always invalidated already. Never mind. Everybody's invalidated too. Who else? If this lap is going on, preparing for the fast lap, make sure they don't go off the track limit days, which is going to be quite easy to do. And he's done it as well. Who else is close? Seeing Alpha Tauri there. See the Red Bull. I thought who hasn't invalidated the lap, the first one so far to not actually go off the track there. Anyway, as Woody now powering towards turn 1 now, incredible performance seen. Also provides them a great opportunising chance for the Drivers' Championship. Current rivals are Philly and Joshua Evans. Woody may have had a bit of a shout for a championship here, setting a very quick first exit for 23.795. And we see yellow of the legendary 92 lead now moving out the way cleanly there, which is good. And now Woody heads now towards one of the most complicated part of the track. Does it quite good, I say. Rocketing towards a very sharp chicane off right left. That's perfect for him. As Emma goes to set the quickest professional time to level 190.777 on the medium tyres. I hope he has to stop being impeded by those cars. Anyway, now Woody goes to the line now, powering up now. The other zone hitting a little turn as well, and he diverts himself to the 114.4 to 8. And we see a Ferrari of Alex heading towards the line now, anytime soon. You see Alex now powering towards the line. DL's wide up, and is it quick enough to beat? No, he isn't. 6/10 off. Not bad for him though. See Sussy going across the line now. Sussy goes P3 with nearly close time. Coming on, he validates a lap. So lucky. A Scarebex goes to take the fastest professional lap time server of 1:40.224. This is what we pants out. Sounds like the sun is going out. So we might see some track have been increasing temperature too much, which may cause grip a little bit to be a little bit loose. Anyway, let's watch well. The PS F3 driver goes to P9. Why a decent attempt from him? Despite he's a bit of a hard environment. And even though it's Josh referencing, finally there's yet another lap. How hard is it to do this corner complex? Anyway, see the lead now. Goes to P6 with 1:14.938. As a Scarebex with a professional pole time turf for 1:40.224. Hey, about last noise, he's using it in an incorrect tyre compound, which is going to be said to the Stewart. Well, I actually did this in PSF5, but it was a complete accident, but anyway. Why is he on the intermediate tyres? Is he trying to become me again? Oh god, there's a car behind him, so it could be Crystal. Why is he on the intermediate tyres? Is he trying to become me or something like that? Well, that's very close between them. Between Crystal and Noise. Why is Noise on the intermediate tyres? I have literally no clue. He's actually going for a lap on it! What? What am I just watching? A fast lap set on the intermediate tyres. You don't have to do the lap on the intermediate tyres on a dry track. Like I accidentally done the other day, which wasn't very competitive. Watch the last one from being the 125 somewhere. Let's see. Why is he on the yeah. I might not stop for watching them at the moment. Until he finishes his lap, that'd be brilliant. And we see the Ferrari of Forgerel improving a little bit. I should be careful, don't go for the track limits there. Keeps it clean through there. You're going to improve to the time of 1:16.08. He does to P11 for 15.649. I got a decent attempt from him. Hopefully, if he hasn't, congratulations! He has to be mindfully ready because there's other cars on the laps as well. Obviously, Norris now sets himself on fourth. Oh, yeah, not going to comment about that. Anyway, we'll see Philly now on the lap. Make sure not to be careful. After that mistake, he's moved up very quickly. He isn't. Oh, there he is now. Trying to give it a little tour or something like that. It's a little advantage. Okay, I'm not on Friday over the white lines there. Yellow in sector 1. Nothing to worry about. And sector 1 again. See cars letting each other fly to let them do their laps and all their stuff. You see the alpha male driver Philly. Quite a good run on him. Quite a good run on yesterday at the British Grand Prix at a compatriot. Be careful, there's going to be some traffic ahead of him, which may slow him down, because he isn't actually harming his lap time too much, which is good. And he goes straight fast with the 14.076. Impressive lap from him. And probably was about the 16th. And it's Nuka. Why is Noise on the blue in intermediate size? I still don't understand. Oh, we see both Thunderbirds crashed out into the ball barrier there. How on earth did Bob Thunderbird bid it through there? This is not the first time I've seen qualifying crashes. I've seen one in the Dutch Grand Prix where of Alex Wells crashed out there as well. But he's now the new victim of qualifying crashes. Congratulations. And we see now the line now it's validated yet another lap. Like usual. Alex is a 10th up towards sector 1 as Lockie has rejoined the lobby, which is nice to see. Sounds like Lockie has just had a little network glitch, which is okay for him. And see now as Alex powering up now towards the slowest corners in the circuit after passing the difficult sections. 3 tenths up, what an impressive lap he's going so far. Trying to push it to 14 seconds, make himself go ahead of the Red Bull of Germany. And he's trying to push his Ferrari screaming down towards the final few corners. He needs to be aware of the traffic right behind him and in front. Oh, yo, that's an awful shame for him. He's invalidated his lap. And he's not heading into the pits as well. He's invalidated the lap as well. As Emma goes 4.5 tenths up, which is going quite swiftly so far for the Alpine driver. I'll just get noise on this corner. So Emma goes to 12 faster with 15.2 for 1, struggling a bit around this track. That's what it goes second fastest. 40.10, 180. Not too bad for him. You see now we've got Cameron Don on the laps. We've seen this first Evolution going across the line to go to 14th fastest. Unfortunately, which is quite a bit sad for him. See now Mercedes Cameron Don pushing very hard for the final few corners, and he heads into the pits. Now, Bob Thunderbird with a brand new front wheel got installed to his car. Hope on the Thunderbird doesn't crash again, otherwise it might cause other people to slow down. Oh, it's fine about it. I'm pretty sure he's on this lap. It's fine. Everything's fine. See, yellow flag in sector 3 is moving carding towards the chicane there, which is fine for him, which is as for Thunderbird taking a very wide approach to start the lap. Hopefully don't make a mistake across the second chicane like he did last time. And see now Thunderbird heading towards the first couple of corners, first turns 1, 2 and 3. Powering it on down towards turn 4. Got on board with him. And he invalidates the lap yet again. It sounds like it's going to be an awful lot of penalties happening for the race. I'm going to predict there's going to be up to 8 drivers having penalties, and I'm positive about that. And we see now Alex is on the lap. 10th up again. Actually doesn't invalidate the track limits, which is going to be quite difficult around here. It's quite a hard ass to track limits around here, it's a bit mad. And he goes half a tenth up again. Trying to defend himself to the 14.5, maybe possibly the 14.3s. And he's invalidated it yet again. Unbelievable scenes here. Yep. The bottom two yeah, it's a tough track to get the track limits. Especially for Water Championship leader Joshua Evans. Not a championship contender. Revving their engine absolutely loud as they can so the crowd can hear them scream. Yeah, who's on the laps? And Alex, in fact, it's yet another lap. So the closest car to the finish line you see is Scarebags. A little bit of off time towards him and Buddy and Philly. It's going to be a close contest for pole position if we could win out. See now, like almost everyone on the out laps apart. Let's see, and as Alex is retired for the session. Alex might have binned it somewhere. It's retired at the pit lane. That's fine. It's fine for him. It's fine for him. Let's see how Scarebags now starting up the final lap of the session. Who can fulfill for pole position? Find out soon. And you people might be travelling a little bit slower than usual. They might not make it to the line here. Josh Evans is the second person to do the lap. To start the lap, I mean. As you see, Scarebags powering towards now towards turns 4 and 5. And towards turn 6 and 10th up. Could get really spicy from here. Powering hard out towards a nice little quick left hand there. The sun is really shining out on the track, improving a lot of track weather, which is quite good for the drivers so I can increase a couple of temps and lap times. Going shifts now immediately to third gear. Scarebags powering up now towards the other corner. It's 2 tenths up, he's on contest for pole position here, trying to go to the 113s. He's good at heading himself to the 113th for the first time in Ero history. At 113 around level, it's not simply possible. He needs to be careful of traffic going the way. Could he actually harm him too much? Hope he doesn't. Oh, he's ruined it completely. There, what time it could have been. Oh, that's absolutely awful for him. So, Joshua Evans has an invalidated ladder. That's good. So Joshua Evans goes to P4. That's a good lap for him. Who's the closest across the line? Leave now, he's going across the line. That was Philly, takes the pole position for 130.909. What an impressive lap from him. Can Woody challenge something? Can Woody actually find a couple more tenths for the final sector? Can he actually do it? He could power up now towards the footage line. He takes pole position away from Philly's hands with a 130.888. Unbelievable lap from him. Now the question remains now towards Philly. Towards Lockie cabine. As Edison Oak is retired from the session. Presumably in the pits as Lockie doesn't need the others, goes P3. Nice stuff from him. What about Emily? That's a good question. Emily could himself to a practical chance to get a pole position. Sadly for him, it's P13. And that's qualified conclude. That's a really good qualification. Yet again, very high standards. And only one crash this time round. Anyway, our pole position, our good today is Woody on pole position, Philly second, Lucky third, Scabex fourth, Joshua Evans fifth, Bob Van der Beer sixth, Joe Match seventh, Liebnow eighth, Sussy ninth, Dorutz 10th, Crystal 11th, Alex 12th, Emma 13th, Ennis Snurkit, the PSF1 driver concurrently is 14th, Fodgebell 15th, Noise 16th, I'm not sure about setting incorrect tires now, and Cameron starts at the back of the grid for today's San Marino Grand Prix. And our colleague from PCF2 are now streaming live for the race as well. And they Lucky just left session yet again. Lucky just having a little bit of internet bubbles. And track looks a bit overcast again. It might forecast to rain. At least there's no grid penalties this time around, so let's see what happens at the San Marino Grand Prix. 32 laps are now at stake here. See the fans are cheering on for the drivers. Suddenly the track's gone a little bit darker, it means it's going to be a little bit of rain around. Everyone's heading towards the far red lights for the San Marino Grand Prix in PSF2. And it's like out and away we go. What are you getting off a quite decent start there? It's Philly and Woody good side by side for turn 1. Make sure there's no carnage there. Philly takes the lead for the Grand Prix. You see the spin there for Dorutz. And he reset the track as well. And he's getting himself a 10-second penalty with 3 penalties points as well, unfortunately for him. And also involved is Alex 94. Absolute chaotic start there. Obviously Cabin Don now being a victim now. It's been spun around. And it's Nokia's battling against Noise for professional race lead, for professional P13. Absolute chaos at the start there, I must say. Miscalculated the start a little bit there. Anyway, let's turn on the tyres and see what tyres are the one. No, some mediums, some mediums, some on hards. So, you know, Rocky's now back in the session, thankfully for him. So we don't see any more of Rocky bot. And the closest so far. Emily and Noise, the Berth Alpine teammates, make sure they don't cause chaos down there. And the gap is now half a second between. We need to pay attention to Germap. Germap having a good attempt on Joshua Evans, so on the outside line, turning towards turn 1, keeps the position to stay. Semi stays, goes ahead of Crystal, John Gottering. Keeps the position cleanly closest to the run, and nicely done. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a crazy start there between the other people. Unbelievable scene to the... As anyways, Crystal, also known as John Gottering, is now defending against PSF1 driver and Noise. What's going to happen now as... They stay together. For the runs a little bit by the Fodgebell. Using the soft tires to an advantage a bit too much, but I've got the track limit violation for that. All shots are going off the track. Meanwhile, you see now Joe Babby trying to do the absolute best, heading towards the fast slow left-handers. Keeps the position ahead. And so the one the others who might just use it effectively. Let's see some flurry of fastest laps coming in now. Who got behind? Don't see any battles. It's gonna be meanwhile. It's Noise and Crystal side by side heading towards turn 1. Always takes the position from Crystal's hands, also known as strong offering. Okay, it's been a little bit of a scrubby start for Doralute, Alex and Cameron Don. There may be a few spots of in the air for the race. Hope it doesn't actually happen. Oh, if it does happen, it'll be absolutely chaotic for it. Therefore, it's just playing angry dates. Meanwhile, down to the top two, Philly and Woody defending, racing their absolute lives, very well behind them. As German is pushing their car to the absolute limits there. It's getting very close behind that of the German is closing up on Josh Evans. Yeah, but they'll overtake this time around. But Alex is now the first person to receive the penalty of the day. Track limit violations, going off the track a few times, as well as sets fast up the race. Everybody see now 30 kilometers an hour faster. Woody sends it down the inside line, keeps the move stick, beautiful stuff from him. Yeah, it's been an effective 20 for once. It's meanwhile, we got a double overtake from the Alpine boys. What a crazy race this is so far. We got a spin, well, a few of them. We got W to reset the track, which is going to be 10 seconds plus 3 penalty points to win. What could possibly happen? As Lockheed Crystal trading positions. At least there's no instant disconnections this time around, which is good. As Watchwell takes the second person to go on, and he made a mistake as well, causing another position to Crystal there. Absolute disaster for him. Poor him though. We need to pay attention back to the lead of the battle now. DRS train still effectively with the game's pathetic camera system, as Philly takes the lead away from them. Shows adorn him, which is nice stuff from him. As Joshua Evans has been overtaken by German, which is nice for him. Who was the legendary 92 of the lead now, catching up to them. Coughlin. We will see Aston Martin's training positions yet again. I don't know what's their plan is, swapping positions every single lap. Anyway. That's Woody trying to defend and try to overtake Philly once again for the race lead, which may constantly happen because it's just basically a DRS twin, which is usually going to happen. There are 4 cars now, 4 cars, yeah. With Philly, Woody, Scarebex and Bob Vandermeer in the DRS train for the lead. We call them that lead of the course. Meanwhile, the pelotons behind them is just crazy. We'll come back to pay attention to that later, as Josh Evans using DRS there. Meanwhile, as and it's not being overtaken Watchabout in fact. I need to pay attention now as Emre is being overtaken by Lockheed. Meanwhile as Crystal and air brake side by side heading towards turn 5 and 6. Kept it clean for there, which is nice racing. You see now Sandy Snurker defending against Watchwell. Watchwell was on Tyson's shot already, which is absolutely crazy for him. So I was thinking whether it move doesn't actually work, because Scarebeck's defending against Bob Vandermeer, one of the most successful drivers in the grid. And if they don't plan anything stupid, as Cameron gets another penalty in the third one for Dave going off the track a few times. Common penalty stuff there, I'm afraid. The house wide open now. overtake, but powering them to the absolute limit, heading up to 340 kilometers an hour. This ball had a bear ahead of Scareback, he is. Incredibly perfectly sticker, and he's got his service shot it a little bit. You can make sure he doesn't be careful, doesn't hit Scareback, which he doesn't, which is good. Meanwhile, the contest still fights on for the race now between Philly and Woody. Meanwhile, right behind as Alex is gone off the track, and this contact there, I believe. Meanwhile, as Ennis Snook trying to think of the switchback on the inside of Crystal, didn't even work for him. And we get a insect 1-2. Oh, I think it's Campbell Dunk on this, but again. Sherman getting a penalty for going off the track a few times there, which may could ruin his race effectively. Come on, just do some uptakes, please. Making it a little bit boring, okay. Here now, Josh Evans, here we go, here comes an overtake. Josh Evans overtakes Jermite cleanly with an empty ERS tag, which is good for him. Now, Ross Wadgewell been overtaken by Ennis Snooker. Alex gets a big speed in the pit lane and he's retired for the race, which is no matter what. Poor sad effort from him. And on lap 8:32, no safety car so far. We're down to 16 from the original 17. It's a sad race for Alex. Looking quite well. We'll see now, he's comfortably in 7th place as now he's closely, slowly catching them up ahead. With the German contest is still fighting on. The race is on as Scarebex has got a lot of ERS. Oh, it's burning it bit by bit, which is quite clever in his terms of opinions. The overtake plan. It's Lockie could have to session yet again. Lockie once again having internet issues as German goes back past Joshua Evans, a P5 theoretically, as Noise goes ahead of the legendary 92 lead now, or also known as Hannah Boetos. Meanwhile, that's Lockie Bot is defending. Oh, I got a bid it! Any Snooker's crashed into the wall thanks to Lockie Bot. Any Snooker just crashed into the wall at some speed. Unfortunate stuff for him there. You might receive an internet warning for that, I'm afraid. As Bob Vanderbeer is the first person off the front group getting a 3 per second time penalty for going off the track a few times. You might see a few more of them when the race progresses. Melrose Woody to clear the DRS and a Philly, which is good for him to defend and attack at the same time. Power up now towards turn 1. Josh Robbins tries to pry himself. As Lucky Botty's .exe has stopped working. Then he's never getting a penalty for going off drag a few times, which is awful. Why is he actually too pitted? Why hasn't any snooker pitted? It's got damage to the car. I guess he doesn't catch it. He goes off the track a few times there. Lucky John's just back in this session again. I need a tally chart after this race. See how many people have gone off the track a few times. Would have one more time so far of... Oh, hang on. Any snooker's spun yet again. I thought I was going to have another time there to get a safety car out. Anyway. I was expected. We have a fun a bit. Challenging scarebacks. People close behind the two rifles in the championship, Josh Evans and German, battling each other's steel. Don't forget about Battle for 14th. Mind you, their loser's gone past Lockheed now, wasn't as Lockheed bot. People getting some penalties already, I lost count of them. Meanwhile, Annie Snooker is being Annie Snooker, going off the track yet again, just causing a bit of an excuse for himself here, unfortunately. But always crashing. Oh dear God. Mr. Pitbucks. I just said got to stop laughing. Got to stop laughing. Seriously got to stop. You can't. Anyone has seen pair heading to the pits now? Oh dear. Why is my life better than this? And how this actually ended. Some people haven't pitted. Such as Bob Van der Beer, Joshua Evans, Noise, Lieb now, Sussy, Emma, Crystal. Also Lockheed and Cameron Dodd stayed out on track. That crash was so funny. That's going to be on YouTube frame for sure. Meanwhile, Cameron Dodd is going to retire for the race, right? Yeah, he is. That's 14 runners now. As Philly goes past Crystal, which Crystal refuses to defend with, which is nice, which is sportsy from him, pro sportsmanship for them. Meanwhile, the car takes on 5 seconds. Just actually reflect that much. The closest battle grid is Woody and Crystal, which I believe Crystal is not going to defend that too hard on him. But as Crystal senses, Woody senses out the inside, Crystal's not going to attack, defend, impact. It's just a matter of making those tires long enough to exist. Here was John Goffler, said to forcibly fit standing inside there. You need to be careful of flocking scarebacks behind them on a much quicker set. See now, Davutu has been overtaken again by Lockheed, being the bot about 700 times. The gap is now still around 5 seconds between Bob Van der Beer and Crystal gets a penalty for going off the track a few times, unfortunately. You see now, the RS wide open again now. Fiddley is not even going to defend. Anyway, not even good at defense, sorry. We are Sean Goffling, so trundling themselves on their little old hard tyres, turning across Imola Street, and into the San Marino corner. Anyway, back to the race. Because this battle is not actually going to happen too much, as Ruddy and Emily are on completely different strategies, which is not going to harm the race too much. I'll actually see a bit of sunshine hang out from the track. Meanwhile, as Ruddy with that beautiful aerial view, as Emily's defensive position, which may cause an undercut issue between himself and Emily. Between himself and Philly, I think. Philly's going to be a beneficial race leader at the moment. If he quickly can't get out of the way, which he needs to now. He's still not even giving him much room there. Sussy and leaving out here into the pits now for the first time. Possibly the first or the second. Yeah, it's looking a bit boring so far. Apart from, and it's noticed funny crash. Meanwhile, Dawalutu's trying to overtake Lockheed. He's been passed by both Aston Martin's way, but we've got German right behind him. Thinks about a move, and doesn't it actually does it. I mean, there's a little bit airy there, a little bit of a touch there. As now Germap is getting a little bit annoying of Dawalutu's slow mum driving. He needs to quickly get a move done now, otherwise he's going to harm his race too much. He still hasn't got past him. Instead of getting a penalty for going off the track field, I'm sure it may cause up a sort in the end of the race. And we're still on our tyres. Well, Dawalutu is racing Lucky, whilst Dawalutu is not actually racing Germap at all. It's going out to be RS2, which is a bit sad for him. Meanwhile, there's 2 Aston Martins are running. I guess it's time for Dawalutu to pit now. No, he's staying out. It's going to impede a bit more of Germap. Germap is having enough of it. Going to send it down the inside towards the entry of turn 1. Dawalutu's trying to fix it, but sending it going back on him. It doesn't actually work because he's on 11 lap old tyres. 11 laps older than him. I hope Rocky and Crystal don't affect Germap too much here. Very well, as. But what the heck is happening here? Did the Aston Martin swap position whilst blocking Germap? That's unbelievable stuff there. They need to be careful of it. What on earth's happening here? You can't seriously try a position when there's a faster car right behind you, lads. Come on. Dawalutu's getting a penalty for going off the track a few times. Is there a bit of controversy happening with Aston Martin? I'm not too sure, in fact. One of them did actually pit up, which is fortunately for Germap, who just got one less car to deal with. Meanwhile, as Crystal tried to defend her life to shut the door on Germap. Well, actually, Germap thinks about going back on the inside line, which it doesn't actually work. Oh my word, this is going to be cause a little bit of open lobby situation here. Meanwhile, as Germap goes sends it down the inside line, just actually has the door slammed shut on him. Yeah, again, it's going to harm his tyres too much. Germap sends it down the outside line of Crystal, or John Gosling, sends it moved on, and that's an absolutely awful set of laps for Germap. Aston Martin's just held her up there, you might be under investigation for that. That was absolutely dangerous between the Aston Martin drivers, I can tell you that. Remember, that's Josh Reference, the first the old hard runners to pit in for possibly 14 laps on the medium tyres, which is going to be quite a decent stint for him. 40 is come to be in P5. So Scarebex. So for no close contest between them so far, because the gap's now 2.1 seconds. if it is closing quickly on Noise and Boff and the Bear. It was not a hairpin bend. Noise getting a penalty for going off the track a few times there, which is could be quite common. Yeah, it's going a little bit quiet. Josh Evans goes past his teammate Dawalutu. Dawalutu's not even giving him a battle fight, which is respectful. The gap is decreasing. Crystal gets once again getting a penalty for going off the track a few times. Josh Evans is now like a fishy's predator on a hunt. Now Skerbeck's getting a penalty now. As Bob Vanderberg is in the pits now. Woody is staying out, which is he's supposed to make sure his tyres last until the end. This is going to be quite a close contest. Even though Crystal, he's not actually going to defend. That's like a blue flagger. Josh Evans just jumped ahead of Noise, which is good stuff for him. Josh Evans is now on a fish's quick hunt now for prize. Bob Vanderberg is battling Emre, which Emre has to contend with fuel-related issues at the moment. Fuel lights on orange. Well, has Bob Vanderberg sent it down the inside before the corner, which is lovely stuff from him. Keeps it clean as well. The gap is 10 seconds. Would you believe? Look at the size of that. About night need to think about. He needs to be careful because Josh Evans is close to him, lack of charging liner at the moment. Lap 20 of 32. So we have 3 attempts with Cameron Dunn and his Nux' funniest crash ever. And Alex. Josh Evans setting the fastest lap of the race, 1:16.038. No one else can actually match him on those tyres. You know, as Boffat was Emily's defending, trying to defend on very old tyres, trying to do a decent job to try to affect the race results. And as German has the record of the amount of laps being behind those cars, about roughly 6 or 7 on much older tyres. So a new record? I don't know. Well, it's not that it's German sends it down the inside. Wasting no time at all, gets past Emre on a much older tyre. The gap is now less than a second between those two now. Yeah, really he needs to hurry up now. Well, Joshua Evans sends it, goes to the outside line of Emre. Before the sharp exchange, make sure there's no contact. There's the contact between him and Emre. Emre was set to track as well. 10 seconds plus 3 penalties might take to its way. Even I said this year, 92 goes to try to battle against Crystal. There's no John Gottharding. They don't crash into each other, which they didn't, which is nice. Crystal is refusing to defend, which is good. Watchable getting another penalty for going off the track a few times. Anyway, if he's finally into the pits now, I guess he's going to the softs or the mediums. Noise is second fastest after track race. Anyway, it's now time matter now for hards versus mediums. Who's gonna win? Dawalutu 20 lap all tyres. Look at the stick go. How on earth Dawalutu can actually do 20 laps their tyres? Incredible effort from him. There's Lucky moves, trying to stay ahead of Lodgewell. Dawalutu 20 lap all tyres. You have in second 2. Oh, Lodgewell's lost it into the hairpin there. At the X, in fact. I mean, well, it's still 31st, 42nd, Scareback speed. The results may change, promoting maybe a professional racer if he keeps himself inside of the track limit. Meanwhile, behind, we got German versus Joshua Evans parts 428,000. Joshua Evans sent it nicely done on in, which is good. And towards turn one. Lovely stuff here. He's really on the hunt now, Joshua Evans. Look at him go. Crystal is falling into the pits after 21 laps on those tyres. Absolutely stellar stint for them. I guess it's on. Deluter's going to the medium as well. Sorry, it wasn't Crystal that pit, it was Deluter. Sorry about that. Could possibly go for the fastest lap to Grand Prix. How hard can it be? Bob Vanderberg gets another penalty for going off the track a few times there. I need to see the penalties, see how many we've got so far. Penalties we've got: Phil second, Phil 3, Scareback 3, Bob is 6, 3 for German for Noise, 6 for Crystal, 9 for Rogerville, and 3 for Dabaluta. So Burr may possibly lose the position to Josh Evans as Roger gets another penalty for going off the track a few times. Makes it up to 12 seconds now, so nearly getting into disqualification here. What is Rogerville doing? His driver's has been a little bit sad. At least the sun is coming out on the track now. Meanwhile, there's close contest between Noise and Evermind. Noise breezes ahead of German on much older, medium, hard tyres. What could possibly happen now? There's a gap now between Woody and Scareback now less than a second. Scareback may possibly get the DRS in. Rogerville gets another penalty for speeding the pit lane. I guess he's going to be disqualified. Yes, he's retired. Down to 13. John Gofferlake finished on the 20 lap old tyres. No, officially lead last. No race. All about races, just having a little bit of fun, just don't cry about it. Anyway, we see a battle between Scareback and Woody for professionally P2 in the race. For professionally, Woody's going to win the race for sure if he can keep it clean. With the Ferrari of the lap car, it's just about outside. With the DRS activated once again for Noise. It's quite a close contest between the final laps. As the abandoned car's now been cleaned up. And the Bo Vanderberg needs to do now, what Vanderberg's doing now is get past Scarebacks, be 3 seconds ahead of them. Pass Woody, go 6 seconds ahead of them. Can he actually do it? But those hard tyres may fade away a little bit. It's not actually going to stop Bob Vanderberg catching them up before the end of the race. Stay tuned to the Euro Child Final Ball. Meanwhile, behind, Noise versus Joshua Evans is getting even closer than before. Whereas Scareback's trying the best to overtake Woody. But careful of Bob Vanderberg, really in the third now. So are these two in fact, Joshua Evans and Noise. Noise at the 25 km an hour in France, he's heading towards turn one. Joshua Evans has got nothing to say and he waves goodbye and adios. Easy pass for him for sure there. Joshua Evans trying to think of going back past Noise. This is going to be a close contest, which is going to be medium to hard. Ow. Oh, that really hits. Okay, I'm fine. I'll find a bit of benefit from a much grippier tyre. If I find a bit possibly think of going the inside like that, no he doesn't. Okay. It's going to expect a little bit of an error there. This Noise is Bob Vanderberg is moving as close as the door very quickly as possible, heading towards the inside line, towards the final few corners, side by side. They don't crash into each other, which they didn't, which is good. Bob Vanderberg's now third. Crystal's for time for the race. It's a safe virtual safety car just came out and Crystal just crashed out on the track. Virtual safety car is now deployed. What's going to happen now? Can Germite possibly go to the... Yep. You'll see noise pitting. So is noise. You might possibly see a battle for P5. I'd love to see a battle for P5 anyway. For the race. So it's the top 4. So our situation is they need to charge up as much house as possible for the chance to win the Grand Prix. Meanwhile, as Woody's doing a little bit of tactics. Hopefully they don't speed under virtual safety car, which is going to be quite even more awful for him. Virtual safety car might possibly end as soon as Crystal is now out the race, making us down to 12%. He's nuke, yeah. The worst funny is crashing the elves. What can possibly happen? What could possibly happen now? Virtual safety car staying a little bit longer than expected. The VSC's ended. We're going away again for a few more laps of sprint racing action. There's Bob Vanderberg is catching Woody like a steam train, chewing past the railway station. That's literally Woody that's got nothing to do with this. That's Woody. Bob Vanderberg goes down the outside line. Perfect movie for him. So his question is, how can he actually chase Philly and stay ahead of him for 3 seconds? And be ahead of Woody for 6 seconds. This is going to be a good day for us as Lucy gets another falling penalty for going off the track a few times. Hope it's going to be beautiful again. Is it going to be beautiful again? I hope so. Beautiful again. I mean, we need to pay attention quite later on. Meanwhile, Sussy's now got to do a lot of hard defending against Noise and Germite behind them. Cap's now cutting now 10th every time, 10th every time. Now he's literally flying on the track. Cap's now less than a second immediately, not even after a lap in. Look at this, look at Alpine, he's absolutely flying at the moment. As Noise sends it down the inside, outside, passing Sussy in quick succession, which is nice for him. As Noise gets another penalty for going off the track a few times, unfortunately again. Oh, meanwhile, Lockie and Dorusa side by side heading towards a few corners. Noise sets first half race from 15-1, possibly new that record. Bob Vanderberg is closing in quite substantially to Philly. Scarebex gets a penalty for going off the track a few times yet again, which makes Bob Vanderberg's podium safe. We'll still see battles between Deluto and Lockheed. Being well, oh, this is good side by side yet again. It sure doesn't end it. Oh, there's contact there. There's contact there between himself and Lockheed, and he resets the track again. Another 10 seconds pre-penalty points, and it gives away. 20 seconds surfer. I guess he's not bothered to race normally anymore. Deluto is getting another penalty now, making it total about roughly 30 seconds to burst about in any of the other race. I guess Deluto might possibly get a race back for resetting the track too much. Meanwhile, Dalucci is set to track once again. Make it 30 seconds now. 40-second penalties. I guess Dalucci is Mr. Dean of America. I guess Dalucci just literally lost this amount of racing since he might just possibly guarantee himself a qualifying ban. He was set to track about 3 times, I think. Which is going to be about 9 points on his license. Says Dalucci's trying to drive like a block. Yeah. Yeah. Those 10 seconds will be converted to about 2 penalty points, I believe. Which is going to be 15 penalty points thanks to Lucas, right? Down to 11 now. I need to pay attention now as Bob Vanderberg sends it down the inside of Philly. Lovely stuff again. Can he actually stay ahead of Philly for 3 more laps? When you see the penalties, he needs to be 3 seconds ahead of Philly to guarantee himself second place. If he fails to be 6 seconds ahead of Woody, it's over. And it means Woody will be the Grand Prix winner. Whereas Steve now being demolished by the soft runners. Right, the gap he needs now is roughly 2.3, 2.2 towards Philly and another 3.5 towards Woody. Oh, he made a little bit of a mistake that cost him a little bit of time. He needs precisely 2.1 seconds now. A little bit of a shake there again. Whereas Philly making the job a little bit harder for them. See another yellow flag. Oh, don't tell me Josh Evans made a mistake. Oh, he's good. I guess Woody made a mistake somewhere. Here we now. Wait a minute, it could be Scarebex. Scarebex is overtaking Woody. Woody made a crucial error there somewhere. I need to see the replay. That means that possibly Bob Vanderberg needs to find 2.1 seconds within 1 lap to stay himself to win against Philly. And possibly Scarebex as well. Right, the gap's now 1.9 seconds needed. Crystal is out. Right, here comes the question now. Can Bob Vanderberg find another 1.8 seconds? It could be done if he tries to force Philly into a possible championship winning error. And now the gap's 1.2 at the moment, possibly heading towards 1.3. Yep, 1.7 seconds needed. He needs to push the hell as he can, push as much as he can to his tyres. It's not going to be enough for Bob Vanderberg. It's going to be a Philly. It's going to be the winner of the possible San Marino Grand Prix. Unless really makes a very silly error there. Scarebex gets another 3 second penalty for going off the track a few times, which is awful for him again. Evans gets a penalty as well, but Bob Vanderberg crosses the line to finish the race. But Philly wins the San Marino Grand Prix. Incredible stuff from them. As Scarebex actually crossed the line, funnily enough, and Joshua Evans finishes in a comfortable P4. No, he's in a comfortable possible P6. What an exciting and falling race to watch. See a stricken card is still. It's one of the craziest races I've ever seen in my entire life, right there. Nightmare finishes 8th, Sussy 9th, Emily 10th. Run out of fuel, in fact. Sussy just ran out of fuel. Trying to leap the car, like pushing it as hard as he can. He does. And that's the race concluded. And now we're going to have ourselves a persuaded view of our top 3 drivers on the PlayStation chat. So the top 3 in choose are going to be Philly, Van Bear, and Woody. Top 4th place goes Josh Reference, Scarebex 5th, Jim 6th, Noise 7th, Lieb 8th, Sussy 9th, Emma 10th, Lockheed 11th. The retirements of Dabanuta, Crystal, Watcherell, Cameron Dunn, Gannis the Funny Man Noka, and Alex. What a nice race to watch. No safety cost this time around. And now we're going to have ourselves a post-race interview for the top 3 drivers. If we could do it. Anyway, now we're going to get ourselves our post-race interviews. Let's see if I can actually get it sorted. I don't actually ping people on PlayStation, by the way. Let me actually do something. And that. Anyway, okay. Just quickly, am I still on it? Yeah, but good. Party. Start party, close party. Oh, never mind. Oh wait, I found a better start the party, which is nice. Join party. What's share play? I don't know. Wait. We're back on here. Let's share him. Anyway. Hello there. Yeah. I'll wait for Philly.
Is he coming?
Yeah, I think he should be coming. Yeah. Just apart from any Snooks' funniest crash.
How many people did they left? A lot
Uh,
of people, right?
yeah, about 5, 6.
5, 6. And there weren't 1 safety car.
Yeah.
Nah, Emilia is not too exciting stuff. Next week is Saudi Arabia, so bit exciting.
Yeah.
But the other stuff really need is the bowling track. We're going to roll for what you watch, it's a bowling track. But to race ones, really enjoy it.
Yeah, so with some we set to track 3 times. Yeah, and they also retire for the session. Possible guaranteed qualifying ban for them.
For who?
For Daraluta.
Really?
Yeah. I actually caught all 3 of them on camera. Wait.
Why is Billy not coming?
I'll play us. Let me do something about it.
3 o'clock line, right?
Philly. Well, I've added them in now. You watching outside ball?
Hmm? No, I'm not actually. Just a ventilator. I will turn it off when I'm completely done.
Okay. It sounds like you're working inside the construction factory.
Yeah, it's 30 degrees outside, so
30
full
degrees.
ventilator. Yeah, 30. Because like the sun is literally all day on my room, so yeah, need a ventilator, and it's like 29 degrees here.
Yeah. I'll wait for Philly to load into the party. Oh, there he is. He's online now. Alright, so I'm going to do first, third. So Philly is first. I'll start this persuasion interview. And I'm still live, that's good.
It's really good. Hey, long time no see. Yeah, thanks. Good on the stage. Saw you sliding a lot, but you are great pace in them. Yeah, I couldn't get away. Yeah. Yeah, those penalties where it's so annoying. Track limits, they're so annoying. Yeah, I know.
Can I
But I
just...
went like off by 2 millimeters and just gets the penalty.
Can I just check with the party for it's being broadcasted?
Sure. Yeah, I know. Come was my engineer always, so he was out, and he saw you on the last lap, second to last, on lap 30. You went off and you lost the warning. So I was just pushing you and hoping you made a mistake or you're out or something.
Alright, shall I start the persuasion interviews? Alright, welcome to the persuasion interviews. I'm Matthew Watson with the top 3 today of the PSF2 race at around San Marino. And I'm going to start off with Philly. Philly, how did your race go for you? You got like loads of penalties for you. Wait 1 minute. Bob, can you actually mute your mic for a second, please? You're just deafening my microphone here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay.
Anyway, next question is, how have you managed to stay within 3 seconds of Bob under there? Anyway, sir, you're leading the championship by about over 30 points now. How does it feel to stay?
Crazy.
You can win the championship
Crazy,
by
yeah.
round 10. Oh yeah.
Not 31. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just check the tennis. It's 77 and 82, so 5 points. And now you are how much points? 7? 7? Yes, 7. 7, right? So it's 5. Do your research.
Oh. Anyway, that's the first question's done for Philly done. Anyway, now heading on to Birth Annabelle. You there, Bear?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good. Anyway, for the first question is, how did you manage to keep with the chaos on the track?
Didn't do a lot of practice today, so was really just working with my qualifying. So I saw Rosie doing like.
Returning to Formula One in 2010 as a works team, Mercedes have become
It
one of
was
the most
Woody, if I can
successful
remember.
teams in recent history. With the efforts of Lewis Hamilton, former teammate of mine, and ex-driver Nico Rosberg, they boast a combined 8 drivers'
Yeah.
championships, and between 2014 and 2021 lifted the Constructors' Championship 8 years in a row. Briefly the engine supplier for the Brackley-based 2009 Constructors' Champions Brawn GP, that team was then rebranded to Mercedes Works Team, with the one and only Michael Schumacher signed as their very first driver. The Silver Arrows suffered a rare, difficult year in 2022, finishing in 3rd place in the...
Few mistakes cost me a bit of track limits. So in the beginning, like the first 15 laps, I did loads of mistakes, was sliding all over the place. Just
Yeah.
keeping the rush with Andrea. Then the race was just keep going, and the laps were going further. Just the pace was there, and I was including air when those like 15 minutes was the coach stop. So I was including air. I was doing really good times in the last, just pushing all the way out. When I put it, I was going like 3 seconds to left on Groovy. So just managed overthinking 3 guys early if I can. And on the last 3 laps, didn't know when I was gonna catch Groovy, but suddenly I was in the place like 7 seconds or 5 seconds behind him. I wasn't using a rest, but I was gaining so much on him. Did a late move, outbreak him. And we just managed to the entire 5 laps he was behind me. So great pace, great acceleration, pace, like slightly tired. Just was just so much tire space on both sides. Hoping he will get a time penalty, but we were just on the limit. Great racing all around from every one of us. So really happy with Q2. As I said, 10 points years ahead on the championship, or 12 points. Hoping to get P1 this year.
Yeah.
Hoping for my qualifying visit to get a bit better than this, because I was really on it on Monday. I was just not happy at all. Not at all.
Hope. Next race is Saudi Arabia. It's a very technical little squeezy little track. It's going to be like a little bit of a earth-taking chaos around there.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully it's really busy and top 3 again. Because we do quite a lot of clean pricing and no damage in any of the 75. I didn't get any damage in 35 or really fast. So just hoping to get clean fall during the race. It's gonna be a bit of chaos, but hopefully it's gonna be a good race. Let's see.
Yeah. So, what are your preparations for Saudi Arabia?
Pushing. Hoping to get Pilsy on. My form this year has been very good, so I think it's 3 wins and 2 P2s. So hoping to get another P1 or just stay ahead of Rosie, so he's the main man on the Grand Prix. So do a lot of practice next week.
Yeah, there may be a little bit of a chance of their in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So do some intermediate testing as well.
Hopefully it's not doing too much testing tires, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, questions are now done for you now. Thank you very much for talking.
Thanks.
Hello everybody, how you doing?
I guess it's a bit sad because the driver safety car ruined my photo here.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Also, the back markers didn't. It's lost like maybe like 5 seconds. So I probably marked it years ago, but I didn't.
Yeah, the back marks are an absolute jerk, aren't they?
Yeah. Also, since we got lucky with one astronaut that made a mistake and just like let him through, and he gained like 3 seconds on it. So
Yeah. At least you accumulated no penalties in this race. You kept it clean throughout.
I tried to keep it clean. I was struggling with understeer
Yeah.
the whole race, so I just tried to make it through without penalties to the end, but unfortunately after the first chicane made big mistake, personal big.
Yeah. Anyway, so what are your plans heading towards Saudi Arabia? A very twisted little track.
I very like this track. I have very good players around here. I probably won't do any practice for this race. It can happen anytime.
Um,
Just bring it home without any damage or anything like that.
yeah, just made my little own streamer. It's a little bit longer as well. I added a little bit of extra in there as well. I've added myself a little lap tour guide.
I really want to see that.
Yeah, it's at the beginning of the stream. So you can see me just
Yeah,
talking you throughout the corners and everything all that. Using a default setup. And if it goes quite well, I'm going to do this for the remaining rest of the season.
yeah, I will see that lap. Can't wait.
And it's not the best lap ever. Yeah, just doing like,
We will see.
yeah. So, make sure you just avoid yourself out of trouble for Saudi Arabia and don't involve into a lot of collisions into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed someone reset the track 3 times. 3 times in one race. 30-second penalty right there. Plus about another 6 penalty points on top due to the 10 seconds being converted to 2 PPs.
Is that Williams crashed making the neutral safety car? Neutral safety car?
I'm not too sure actually. I think it's actually got down Lukta. But the other virtual safety code might be from John Gosling, might just crashed out on track somewhere. Anyway, that's it for the questions now, what? So, thank you very much for you three guys participating in the post race interview chat. And I'll see you guys next week in Saudi Arabia. And what's Saudi Arabian for goodbye? Adios.
That's it, mate. See you next week.
See you next week.
Have a great night.
Anyway, I'll leave the party now. It's a good party, that.
So, you can stay with me next week?
Yeah, I will. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Catch you next week, hopefully. Anyway, see you next week. Goodbye. And that's it for PlayStation F2 today. And I'll see you guys. Thank you very much for that awesome 2-hour stream. I had lots of fun there. And I'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix on the tight streets of Jeddah. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.